Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the Flannel channel. I'm Philip, and I'm glad you're here. Hey, why don't you cruise with me through town? We're gonna go check out a really cool piece of American history. It's an awesome truck I've had my eye on for a couple of years now, and it's right here in my own hometown in the industrial park. It's sitting on private property, but I have permission to be here and to film the truck, and so I thought, man, it's a perfect opportunity on a holiday weekend when there's not that much activity in this side of town and we have perfect weather. It's not super windy or cold. And so why don't you come along with me and let's go scope out some awesome American iron. You're gonna like this. Well, there it is. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. Now, let me just say a couple things right at the very beginning and say I have permission to be on this property. I know who the owner of this truck is, but I have not talked to him directly. So I'm going to respect his truck by not climbing up inside there. I'm going to open up the driver's door and I'll put my camera up inside the truck so you can see a little bit of the interior. I have permission to be on this property and to film this truck, but without talking to the truck's owner. I don't want to get too intrusive and go inside and climbing around and putting handprints and boot prints inside and things like that. This truck was built in 1981. I'll show you that here in a minute. But the thing is just so cool. I'll also say there is a little bit of a breeze out here, so if my microphone is picking up some wind noise, I apologize. I'm not a truck historian, so I'm not gonna be here to try and educate you and tell you all about the history of Marmon trucks, but I have a friend who is known as the Marmon Guy, and I'll put a link to his video, an interview that I did with him a couple of years ago at Matt's, and he can tell you more about Marmon trucks being hand built in Texas and what makes them really unique and special, and a part of American trucking history. So cool. I'm going to use a little homemade selfie stick here, and we'll put my tripod on that and we'll go inside without making a ruckus. Well, this thing is such a cool piece of American trucking history, and I appreciate it. I wish that I knew more about it so that I could tell you guys more about it, but I'm not a truck historian, and I'm going to do my best to try and track down the owner of this truck, and maybe he'll be so kind as to give us an interview and he can tell us more about the story that goes along with this truck, because every piece of machinery, I believe, has a story to tell, and I think it's really, really cool. So if driver interviews and truck tours are the kind of thing that you're into, I got a whole playlist of that stuff here on the channel, so go check that out. And I'm sure there's a whole bunch of you guys that could tell us a lot more about the details of these trucks, because you're very knowledgeable and I am not. So go ahead and put that stuff in the comments section, and that way we can all learn together. That helps push the videos out, helps the channel grow, and I really appreciate you guys doing that. So thank you so much for coming along on today's adventure, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace and grease.